Welcome guys, welcome to the blog. My name is Scott and the channel is Designed to Build. This channel is mostly consist of this shipping container home and a few other projects that I got going on. But today is a big day. We're going to be moving our shipping containers. That's right, yay! We're going to move our shipping containers back onto our property. So come along with our journey and watch us get these things moved. Let's get this day going. We got the dozer in place now, and oh, I seem to be home. Man, lever is just right to catch on a pair of shorts. All right, let's see what we can do here. We're hooked up. almost there. Come to get the camera gear so we can see what's going on. Hopefully you guys can see this. We'll get the camera turned around. We got it just right at the edge of the creek. It's dragging a little bit of dirt. Nothing too bad there. Hopefully we can put some camera perspective on what this takes. We're across the creek. We're across the creek. No problem. So I guess we'll go down here and check out the creek and just see how bad it did. Well, it doesn't look like we drug a whole lot of mud. As you can see, just a little bit of the top layer. It's kind of cool. We packed down our little dam there, and it looks like they're dragging quite nice. So I guess what I'm going to do now is get this container on up the hill and get so if we can get her up there. Still got a long ways up that road to go. We got a lot of containers to drag. We got a lot to drag. A lot of work before winter hits. I'm trying like hell to at least get them to this side of the road, or this side of the creek, I must say, because once it gets wet over there, and there's no going back. Walking up the road here, I'm gonna take the camera way up here and pull this direction so you guys can see. Hopefully we don't make no issues with all this. Let's set this camera up here on as far as we can. Gotta bear with me. Hopefully you can see that good. GoPro, you're doing fine. All right, I'm done. Alright, we just about got it ready to go up this hill, and I've got to get this thing situated where we can pull. We have a pretty muddy spot, and I may wait for my buddy Jim to show up to do the pushing while I do the pulling, and see if he can help me get it up this hill. Whew. It's a little tiring. Got our cock back there, but it's going. We'll get these things in there, get them cleaned up. We'll make a house. I'm going to show you how to build a really big house for cheap money. Now a lot of people ask, what do you got into this thing? Well, out of the 16 containers that are going to go in here, I have roughly $21,000 in shipping container cost. And you would have paid a lot more penny for shipping containers, but I got these. They're a little roughed up, not too bad. A little bit of surface rust. We're going to get that all cleaned up and get these things framed out and get them cleaned up, ready for paint and all kinds of stuff. We got some really cool stuff that's going to show you how to control water condensation and so on top of the low voltage lighting that we're going to be installing. Said and done with this entire project, we are looking at around $45,000, and everybody's gonna go, wow, how did you do that? Because out of 16 containers, I'm going to show you how to buy and purchase some of this product that are second hands from Lowe's and Home Depot. There is a few of them out there that buy that product up. It may be a customer that ordered windows and did not like the color or the style, and since they were a custom order, they cannot go back. So they sell it to another vendor. I'm thinking, when I went down to look at some of this stuff, all the windows and doors for this entire house, and I mean everything, garage doors, you name it, all of it for $900. I'll give you some links eventually down the line where to be able to go to purchase this stuff at. I think doors are around $35–40 for steel core doors, and that's with windows in them. And then triple pane windows. So a lot of that stuff is really cheap. But for right now, I'm going to try to drag it through this mud, and I'm just going to see how it holds. Man, I came out here the other day and picked my tracks, and it is already full of mud. Oh, it's a never-ending thing. And you can see this mud that I'm about to go through. So it's going to take quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and set you up for another pull and another time lapse so you guys can see where we're going. Now I am saving a bunch of money by using my own equipment. A lot of people ask that. I bought this dozer for $8,500. Did a little bit of work, rebuilt the bucket, put a top on it. I didn't know the turbo was going out, but it's not really out. It was the housing for the exhaust. So I don't have a whole lot of money in it. I've probably had close to $10,000 into it now after I put a few parts in it to make it right. And but it would cost me way more than $10,000 to have somebody come in and excavate all this, pull containers, sit them and lift them. It was just a lot of it for them to come in and out of it in here. And every time I needed a container lift up to set on stones, it would cost me. So it was more reasonable to buy a bulldozer, or a lot of people say a loader dozer. And but I'm going to drag it up here. We're going to get this thing up here. So I'm going to set you up down here. I'm going to set this camera up here as I come up the hill, and then you guys will get the time lapse below. Still filming on this one, good. Okay, got the container up here. Now next is, hopefully this will dry up a little bit more. We can get in here and drill this, put the stones, put the rock in, and I will have a home. So happy. Lots more to do. We got a big shop that's going down there, quite large, so I can put my dozers and equipment in and to work on things. Can't wait till that gets done. We have a lot of land cleaning down there. So for the meantime, I'm gonna run back down the hill and pick up some more containers. Alright, we're back here again to get this other container. Looks like they're pulling okay. Go out here and check it out by the road. I don't want container hanging out in the road if I make sure no one's, oh yeah, looks good. So we're about to drag. We're gonna drag another one. So anyway, we'll put you on time lapse again. Alright, we're all hooked up again. We're gonna make another pull. It's gonna be a long day. You probably won't get to see all the pulls that we do, but you get a majority of what we're doing. And we'll get these 10 pulled, and then there's 6 more coming to finish up the run. And wow, what a job. But I'll be so happy when this is in. And again, this road that I'm pulling down is kind of an easement to let me back in here. It was just a friend of mine's property, and he let me have an access to get back in there. Once this is done, this road will be filled in and our new driveway will go in. It was just too hard to pull up the road and then back up in the property. We had space down here to spare with all these shipping containers to stack in the field. So let's get you right on the pool. Alright, it's been a long day. We spent the last probably about 4 or 5 hours pulling containers. I got this one here. We got another one setting off up here, and we got a couple of them setting up in the top. And wow, man, I don't even know how to explain why things break so easy. I don't know. The battery went dead. I don't know if the alternator is technically putting out, but it looks like the battery's croaked. We'll have to get those recharged. I was getting ready to unhook from down there, get this thing turned around and shove this in the corner. My biggest thing is just to get a few of these across the creek for this year before winter hits. We may even get even more, but yeah, they're slowly coming back here. We got 2 of them up there ready to set. We just got to get the rock in and start setting them, which is another big job. So I'm going to leave it here today. I hope you guys enjoyed my little episode of moving some containers. We call it the big move, and we're going to get it. And here comes the rain, just in time. Wow. Anyway, get out there, like, subscribe. Till the next video, get out there, design and build, and enjoy life. See you later.